So welcome back. Now let us talk something about the mutual funds. You see, some people may want to participate in the stock market, but they may not have adequate time to learn about the stock market, or they may not have the inclination. So people think that if you know nothing about the stock market, if you don't even want to learn about the stock market, but still if you want to participate, then the best thing to do is take the mutual fund route. Now, this is not incorrect, but this is half truth. Indulging in anything without knowledge is not advisable. By all means, you may participate in the stock market through the mutual fund route, but not without knowledge. You may do whatever, but if you do it without proper knowledge, then it is very likely that you will fail. So, what should you do? What do you need to know before investing in the mutual funds? See, you need to know certain things, and you need to know them in this chronology. You need to understand the concept of mutual fund, the meaning and the relevance of the word mutual and the word fund. What do they mean? Then you need to understand what is an AMC or the asset management company and the relationship it has with the mutual fund where you are investing. Then you need to understand the concept of net asset value or the NAV as you call it. Then you also need to understand the difference between transacting in a share and transacting in a mutual fund. These two are entirely different things. Then you also need to understand that there is something called as a management fee and the expenses associated with the mutual fund. Most of the time, you are paying the management fees and the expenses, but without even knowing. You just sign on the fine print and you don't even realize that most of the time. And then you need to understand the difference between direct mutual fund and the regular mutual fund. Again, these two are very different. What is the difference? Which is advantageous for you, which is not? That you need to understand. Then you need to understand what is the difference between a dividend mutual fund and a growth mutual fund. Then this I've already told you that what is AMC and the relationship with the mutual fund that you need to understand. Then classification of mutual funds based on various aspects. The mutual funds are classified into various categories. You must know that. Then you need to understand how the mutual fund performs and whether you can do anything about it. You need to know about whether you can really identify a good mutual fund or you just have to leave it to the luck or the mutual fund managers. Then you need to understand whether the asset under management has got any significance. First of all, what is the asset under management and what significance, if at all, it has got? Then you also need to understand very clearly the concept of systematic investment plan, systematic transfer plans, fixed maturity plan, systematic withdrawal plan. Don't go by these fancy words and what the distributors explain to you. Try to understand the real meaning of that and then decide for yourself whether those things are suitable for you or not. Then you also need to understand what is the entry load and what is the exit load. It may or may not be applicable every time, but then you need to understand that. All right. So all these things you can very well learn by reading books or over the YouTube or over the free internet. Unlike learning trading, where I advised you not to go for self-learning, but in case of mutual fund, you can very well do your self-learning by surfing the internet. These are quite simple things. But still, if you want to go for a structured course, then look for a good structured course on Udemy or any other platform. One of such course I have got on the Udemy platform. You can try having look at the free preview lessons, and if you like that, you can enroll for such course. The name of that course is Comprehensive Understanding of Mutual Fund as an Investment. It is a more than 3.5 hours course with 21 lessons, and I have explained here in a very comprehensive manner what a mutual fund is and how do you go about investing in the mutual fund. All right. I hope you have enjoyed all the lessons. And just in case you have any questions or queries, you can always ask me anytime. It will be my pleasure to answer your questions. And I look forward to see you through all my courses. Have a nice day.